Good morning, chicks and chickens. Welcome back to Old Man Farm. My name is Sid, as always. Looks like we've got to visit the log cabin up in Ridgeside because we are throwing a birthday for Shane. I totally forgot, and I'm super excited about that. But you know what else I'm super excited about? Look at that transition. I'm a master. We played Suck Up the other night on stream, and wow, that game was, not only is it well made, it's really impressive how it actually works, but it was hilarious. It was great. I'm playing it again tonight, and if you missed it or you're just interested in checking it out, link is in the description to my Twitch channel, 9 p.m. tonight. So, look forward to that, because I am. I'll probably throw in a few clips, right? Well, butter me up and call me a biscuit. I loved it. It reacts to the way you're speaking. It's so fun. A secret fashion show, you say? That sounds absolutely fabulous. Ab-fab. Count me in, partner. I've got a knack for strutting my stuff on the runway, you know? Just let me grab my sequin chaps. Now we're ready to join you in a stylish adventure. Sequin chaps? What in tarnation? Do you have another pair that I could borrow? Dun 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 dun. Okay, there we go. Well, anyway, also, I wanted to say thank you guys for understanding about me taking a day off. I was absolutely beat, which we will talk about here, because if you didn't get the memo that I put up, or you're not part of the Discord, I closed on my house. For real, it happened. I have keys. It's legitimate. So, the night before we went to close, which would have been Christmas night, I maybe slept an hour, a little more. I don't even know if I actually slept an hour. I was dead ass tired by the time we were finished, and I didn't think I'd be able to make even a decent video, so I didn't record, and I appreciate you guys understanding about that. But enough about that. Let's read this mail, and then we'll get into it. Hey there. I had some extra wood lying around. I thought maybe you could use it. Take care. Robin, quit giving me the wood and then asking me for wood. Whatever. I appreciate it. Thanks, Robin. But, so, as I said, I now have a house, and I am going to be spending this weekend painting and cleaning and doing all the various things you do to actually properly move in. Our plan is to be finished and ready to move in by the 15th of January. Why is it taking so long, I hear you ask? Aren't you impatient? Of course I am. You've seen my videos. But, I only get every other weekend off. I do have time off through the week, but through the week, you know, I have to take the son to school, pick the son up from school. There's a lot that goes into a weekday. So our plan is to clean, paint, etc. this weekend. I'm probably going to stay Friday night, even though I really don't have to, and there's nothing going to be there. It sounds fun to me, and I want to do it. Clearly the impatience is coming through. But, yeah, and then the following weekend we work, but the weekend after that, we have it off. So the plan is to rent a U-Haul and have everything done by then. And anytime we go to town in the interim, we will obviously be taking loads of stuff in so that we can maybe get a smaller U-Haul if possible. But, you know, hey, if not, it's not a big deal. We'll get the big semi-sized one. We don't even have that much stuff. I'm exaggerating. But yeah, that is the plan. So as far as colors go for the house, I'm sure you guys don't care about this, but you know what? Here we are. We're going to talk about it. We know we're doing a dark, rich green for our bedroom. Our bedroom has sloped ceilings, because it is on the second floor. It's pretty cool. And the boy wants, and I'm quoting here, Luigi green for his room. And, we're taking, the little 6x6 or maybe 8x8 canvases, square canvases that, we're gonna take those. And if you remember in in Mario 3, there was the roulette minigame where it was, I believe, a star a mushroom and a fire flower, I believe. And so it would cycle through those in a roulette. So we're going to do just that. And I'm really, really excited to get started on that, to hang up on his wall. I think I'm also going to paint his entertainment center, which is vaguely square. I'm going to paint that like a yellow a question mark block, like that you'd get coins out of. So should be pretty cool. I'm excited about that. Still kind of out on the kitchen. I have this color scheme that we found that I really, really like, that I can't really do justice without just posting a picture of it. But I don't actually even know if I'm going to be able to do that. So if it's on the screen right now, there you go. That's it. If it's not, well, maybe you'll see it when I actually start doing cooking for streams. Whether or not any of that ends up on here, that remains to be seen, but it is the plan. So hopefully we'll get to see the new kitchen in action. But needless to say, with all of it, we are just very, very excited, ready, or rather just... I mentioned this in the community post, but today is the first day that I feel like myself to some degree in a long time. I have really felt, and this is going to come across probably just a little, I don't know, kind of entitled here, which is not my intention, but due to the way our loan officer handled everything for us, I have to say that I was really, really struggling to, what's going on? 20 minutes? Okay, good. I was really, really struggling the last couple of weeks with feeling, I don't know, feeling like I had any autonomy in what was going on in our lives, because we had, we were told, well, I've said it before, repeatedly, that we were just not being told what documents we needed and when, and then everything that happened near the end with the cashier's check and deposit situation, which I think I talked about, where, with being the holiday, we weren't told about the banking situation, and we had to panic, and I had to get a hold of my mom, because she's the only person I can instant transfer money to get, it was a nightmare, and, but we got it all handled. But through all of it, I was just really feeling down about life. It was tough, but here we are, we're on the other side of it, and I feel like we're back to problems that I can wrap my head around, anything, if a pipe burst in the winter, I know how to deal with that. I call the plumber. I know, you should, I know how to deal with those kind of things, you know what I mean? It's not me having someone, quote unquote, handle it for me, but leave me in the lurch and not tell me what's going on. So I constantly feel like I'm at this disadvantage, and what's hanging in the balance is whether I have a place to live or not. So it's really nice to be past that. But, okay, let's go check this out, though. This is a new feature in which we rented a room for Shane's birthday. Ooh, we haven't been over here. There's like a full-blown coffee shop. Oh, and we can get recipes for all kinds of cool stuff. Cheese sandwich, donuts, shortcake. Looks like some various juices. That is awesome. I wonder if this actually says who it's for. Welcome to Shane's birthday party. It does! Oh my god, I'm so excited. Holy crap. This is a whole ass thing. Senor Chunky. I forgot that was our name. Oh, I love it. We have the adjective modifier. Happy birthday, Shane. Oh, there's more? I was gonna say, that better not be it. I'd be very upset. Looks like we got a good spread. I wonder if Gus and Pika went in to cook together on this one again. The party was a blast. Oh, you gained a bunch of friendship points with Shane. Well, that's impossible because we had him maxed out. But I assumed that would be the benefit of that. Now, I'm not going to lie. I'm a little bit let down that we don't get to actually, you know, do anything. We don't get to actually properly interact. That kind of sucks. But it is still cool. I think it's a nice sentiment to have any ability to throw any kind of party for someone. And from a mechanical standpoint, the statty daddy way, if you will, it apparently gives you a lot of friendship points. So worth doing with other people for sure. Hello, Floor. A famous psychologist once came up with a list of something like 30 questions. They said were guaranteed to make two people fall in love if they answered the questions. Honestly. Kind of always wondered why and how that would work. There are always different factors that would make someone fall in love. That is very interesting. Is that based on something real? Also, are we maxed out with Floor? We are. Jeez. Wow, we have a Shane, Emily, Sophia, Floor, almost Abigail. Wow, we have a lot of people at dating level hearts. I don't know. Do you think we should maybe start talking about dating somebody? Like, for real? I don't know. I hadn't really thought about it, but maybe that'll be something we focus on later on in this year. You know, because I know in my head I had kind of always thought, like, let's get through year 3, right? I don't know. Whoops, I did not mean to close that. I'll have to go back and get that. So, briefly though, I did want to talk about, I got my little ad in at the beginning because obviously a lot of people leave, you know what I mean, really quickly. So people keep telling me I need to be better at advertising myself. I'm trying. But for real, all ads and self-promotion aside, that suck up game is very cool. And I felt really bad because when I was streaming it, one of the developers popped into the stream right as I was saying that this might just be a one-off thing we'll play for, you know, just tonight. And then he was like, no, you should play it more, and I felt really bad. But to be fair, I was basing it on whether or not I had fun. You know what I mean? I'm not going to play something I'm not having fun with, or the viewers are enjoying. And from what I could tell, everyone thought it was pretty great. I loved it. It's, you know, I explained it yesterday. I won't give a big long explanation of just the general idea is that you're a vampire. You go from house to house in a neighborhood at night, and you actually physically speak through your microphone to people, although I did find you can type the message as well. And then they respond to you via AI. But here's what I didn't realize going into it, because again, I didn't look it up much. You know how I am about going in blind on these kind of things. But they don't just respond based on what you say. They respond based on what you're wearing, what you're holding. How you say things is important, and it actually recognizes multiple languages. But for instance, just to give you an idea, there was one particular interaction that really caught my attention. Is pretty wild, okay? And oh, we've got sad music. Let's run. Let's get out of here. Nope. We're not doing that. But there was one interaction that really caught me as pretty wild, and that was, so I had gotten invited in, and I had killed a guy. He was a SoundCloud rapper, right? Nothing against him. It was just he was the guy that was currently there. And his name was Lil Swipe, which is just funny. But after I killed him, I wore all of his clothes. You know, kind of cosplaying as the man I just killed. Don't think about it. And I went to his neighbor, and he interacted with me. He was like, yo, Lil Swipe, what up? He talked to me as if I was this character, which is cool in and of itself, but yeah, relatively mild. But here's the thing. The character that I was talking to was his name was like Brian Bitcoin. He was like a crypto bro, right? And I asked him, hey, how are the NFTs coming? Because I don't know anything about crypto. I was just trying to, be facetious, I suppose. And he then responded to me in such a way that he was trying to relate his experience with crypto to my experience as as who he thought I was, as a musician. And after I asked him about crypto, he mentioned something about, NFTs are like the dope beats of the crypto world, like knowing that I was like a guy that made beats, right? It was very, like the layers there of he recognized who I was, that's easy, right? But then that he took what I asked him, this was not an option, Sid, said this to him, and then he reacted to what I said with, like, in reference to the way he perceived my personality. It was cool. And again, like, I'm sure maybe not that impressive to someone who understands the way all these things work, but to the layman, me, I thought it was highly impressive. I think it was very well done, and I have to say, I really believe that I think we are going to see in the future AI-generated responses become more and more of a thing in video games. I actually felt intimidated to talk to some of these AI because it doesn't feel scripted. Some of them more than others, but obviously they're working off of what you give them, so the input obviously affects the output. But they were giving me responses that, they were throwing me for loops. They were, it was very impressive. It was unlike any experience I have had, just playing a game in general, but also in the specific manner, like in a text and question based game. I've never experienced anything that felt like that. It was, I don't know. It was really cool. And, whether you want to pop into Twitch or not, I'm not saying this as an ad. It's not on Steam or anything. You just have to Google it. And it was like $13. But I really think, especially if you have a mic and you're able to talk to it, because I think that's part of it. I don't know. I think it's worth checking out. I would highly suggest checking this game out, because there's really nothing quite like it yet. And I think that in not too long a time, we might start to see this become more of a thing. I don't know. It was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. Now, real quick, I want to see. Grandpa's shed is hardwood, stone, iron bars, and battery packs. I said we will make a chest for this, right? So let's go ahead and do that. Whoops! Not what I wanted to do. We need our stone on stone action. There we go. Okay. I'm going to put this one just here across the way. And let's make this like an orange color, I'm thinking. I don't know why, but that's the color I was thinking. So, whoops, let's check that again. 150 hardwood. Oh, there's no normal wood. Okay. Okay. Well. Sorry about all that booping, but here we go. There's our 150 hardwood towards Grandpa's shed. I forget how many. Oh, hey. Just for when this happens again, since we need a bazillion of them, let's get our other lightning rod going. Right? Okay. Need 600 stone, 50 iron bars, and 20 battery packs. Jesus. Those battery packs are going to be tough. But let's go ahead and get more iron going. We're not going to have nearly enough. Actually, closer than I thought. I didn't realize we had 12 bars just sitting in here. So we're getting closer with that. Now let's check our stone situation. I will put these 4 battery packs in for now, but I reserve the right to grab them should we need them. And as far as stone's looking, we need it. This is going to fall under the same purview of if we need to pull it, we will. But let's go ahead and throw a few more things on here before we get to bed. Whoops. Where are my truffles? There we go. Now, we have a few more cheeses to get ready. Get those aging. It's not quite cave aged, but it's a bit cavernous down here. Speaking of, in the interim of working on Grandpa's shed, I mentioned that I really want to get normal sheds rocking, and I do. I want to focus on that. I want to do that soon. But you know, we do have a lot that we are doing. Partly cloudy with a light breeze. So I think, as I stated there, I do believe we are going to we're going to try and get Grandpa's shed going, but that's going to take time. The battery packs are going to take time. Everything else we can actively work on, right? But I need to look up the amounts for a standard shed, because I want to get 2 of those going as well. And we may be able to get that a little quicker. I'm not sure. Oops, excuse me. I just bumped my table. But beyond that, yeah, I want to keep working towards decorating the hothouse. Now, I was thinking that I want to check the price of the furniture catalog. I think it's like $1 million or more though, so we might move along before that on getting the hothouse done. Oh, and I mentioned dinosaur names. There should be a community post up today for more dinosaur names, and we are still waiting on names for our island home. We have a couple, but I'd like to see a few more up there. So if you haven't checked that out, check out the community tab and give me some ideas. And I think that's enough out of me. Yeah? Yeah. So I'm going to go. You guys be good to each other. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Good night.